Today I'm going to show you guys how I did the foundation for my new addition by converting this deck into this foundation by hand digging and building the forms myself for about $1,000. So obviously the first step is to get rid of the deck and the little entranceway roof. I did this by taking some of the boards from the deck and building a sliding ramp for the roof to come down since I was doing this all myself. And the trick to this is I put 4 screws sticking out on each corner of the roof. So as the roof slid down the ramp, it wouldn't fall off the ramp. So once it went, all I had to do was step out of the way and it took care of itself. So with the roof out of the way, it's time to take care of the decking. Once we'd stripped all the screws out, got all the decking off, it was time to move the platform, which I did on the next day by creating a couple of rails to slide the platform off so I could do it by myself. Now we dig and dig and dig and dig and dig.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad! You keep digging!
So we finally got the trench complete. So it's close to 3 feet deep along most of it. As you can see, the end pockets go even deeper until they really reach the bottom of the house foundation. So then I backfilled the trench with about 10 inches of gravel. At this point, I also dug a drainage ditch that went from that gravel downhill until that drainage channel broke free so that it could drain all the water off from underneath the foundation. Came across a lot of critters while digging these ditches, had to make sure they were all out before I filled everything back in. Then you fill this channel with a drainage burrito that consists of a sediment sock that's filled with gravel that completely encases the gravel so that the gravel can't get full of sediment over years and will continue to provide a good drainage for the foundation.
We're finally all ready to get our concrete delivered. We have our forms made. We have our rebar in and tied in. We got bolts in. We have the gravel base. We have our drainage. And then we have these sluices or chutes because
You can go ahead and ignore everything I'm saying right here. The system did not work as it rained all night the night before the delivery and the concrete truck sank right into the lawn. So you're going to get to go ahead and watch me make 40 trips back and forth with a wheelbarrow and manually pour all of the concrete into the forms by hand. You can actually see this pathway in the lawn get worn down to mud right here on the footage. But we persevered. We got it done. It actually looks pretty good, especially for the price. The whole reason I had to do this is I called around to at least 5 different concrete companies trying to get estimates, and I think I got about 1 estimate for part of the work, for the groundwork from one company. That was about as far as I got. So sometimes you have to do things by yourself, and that's where YouTube comes in. Now we just got to strip away any loose bits of concrete and the plywood forms, pry those off. This can be a little bit tricky, but it really just involves getting some real good purchase on the wood and prying against something solid.
Alright, so now with the plywood gone, I'm using my crowbar to dig a channel that's deep enough for 16 inches worth of this foam insulation, burying that, covering it with weed barrier and gravel all the way around.
And there it is, the completed foundation. One last tip I might have is this is going to get sealed underneath a floor, obviously, so we want this area to be really dry. So on top of the dirt, what I did is put down a layer of weed barrier, a layer of gravel, a layer of plastic, and then another layer of gravel. This keeps all the moisture from the ground down underneath this layer of plastic and makes a clean, sanitized area to seal away underneath your floor. Hey everyone, I hope you liked the video and I hope it helps you along the way. If it did, consider giving me a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're not already, because at the last minute I decided to go post and beam with this, and I think I bit off a little bit more than I can chew, so this should be quite an adventure, and I'm sure you're not going to want to miss the updates. So hit that subscribe button, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you guys next time.